Jimbo. You know, I've mentioned a couple times on here, how we're kind of, we're a young, up and coming brand of sports talk here. Trying to get viewers, trying to get eyeballs on the screen. It's not going to happen today. I can tell you that right now. I know that's not going to happen. Fucking New Heights. Fucking Travis Kelce. Shit. Fucking. Why couldn't I date a fucking superstar, megastar, fucking owns the world of entertainment to come on our fucking podcast, huh? Dude, like, nobody's going to watch anything else. Welcome, everybody, to Stay Tuned Sports. I'm your boy, King. That is your good friend, Jimbo, right over there. And, as you can plainly see, there is no Taylor. So, wait, hold on.
Special appearance?
There she is. There's Taylor. How are you doing, Taylor? Good to see you there. She'll stick around for the whole show. Why not? Today's a special day, especially for all the Swifties. Anyway, everybody, thank you so much for joining Stay Tuned Sports. Like I said, my name is King. That is Jimbo. If you want to help us out in any way, please like, share, subscribe. That helps us out tremendously with the YouTube algorithm. Lets everybody know that, hey, YouTube's like, hey, you got people watching you. You got people liking you. That's pretty good. We'll bump you up there. Maybe we'll recommend you to more people. That's fantastic. So those are 3 very easy ways you can help us out. Like, share, and of course, if you're a brand new subscriber, hit that, or a brand new viewer, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. Let you know whenever we go live, because we do a ton of live. If you want to help us out in a little bit more tangible fashion, we have a link for our donation station and our merch store. New merch just dropped, by the way, for my particular team. Decided to go ahead. Why not? We got some Jackson Dart, Jersey Jackson Dart. We have some new merch there in the merch store for old Jackson Dart with the special New Jersey Giants logo that I made, because everybody was, it's not really New York. Fine. Then we'll embrace the Jersey, motherfucker. That's what we do here. So that's all available in the merch store. Again, donation station and merch store link in the top of the chat, which is open. Come in, say hi, say how you're doing, because ELS is going to need some consolation here in a minute. But we also have those links in the description below. I just want to jump on this real quick. Our poor boy, ELS, in the chat, not having a great day. Because I was even in chat right before the show. We talked to everybody a little bit, which you can join, in that little 5-minute run-up. That's why we do that, so that everybody can come in and join, say, hey, how you doing, So see how everybody's doing. And ELS says, hey, having a rough day. Truck overheated, leaking coolant, and he had to go again get towed. So, ELS not having the best of days with his vehicle. So, at least we could be here for you. At least we can have a little, she's there to help you out. A little visual eye candy there for you, ELS, to help pass the time while you're waiting for the truck to get fixed there. It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm just saying. You may not like her music, but, that's fine. You cannot like her music. You still like her. She's pretty good.
Why is she more on your side, not in the middle?
Because you disparage her all the time. Meanwhile,
I do not.
I've been nothing but supportive of Miss Swift and everything that she's done. So you're going to sit there and say, "Oh, why isn't she on my side?" Well, that's why. That is why, Jimbo. Because she's on the side of right. She's on the side of good, and plus she's already abandoned your Philadelphia Eagles. So, and you guys booed her, and you fans, the Eagles fans booed her at the Super Bowl. So you know what she said? Let's go Giants. She said, "Gabagool, Tommy DeVito." I almost said Danny DeVito. We're off to.
I like his Subway, his Jersey Mike commercials. They're funny.
Yeah, ELS in the chat says, "F Taylor Swift." Wouldn't we all if we had the chance, ELS? Wouldn't we all if we just had the chance? Lloyd in the chat. Great to see you there, Lloyd. He says, agreed. Listen. You guys are free to have the opinion that you want. But I like Taylor. I happen to like her. And of course, as we all know, she's got the big podcast premiere coming up with her boyfriend, America's sweetheart, Travis Kelce, with his GQ spread, and looking all smoldering pictures. Just, so that's Hey, listen, great. If I was an NFL player, if I was in fantastic shape, and if I was banging Taylor Swift, I would take those pictures as well. Like that's life, baby. Like the reason we're kind of upset with it is because we're not living that particular life. We wanted that life. That would have been a great life to have, but we don't have it. Yeah. So a lot of people like that. Fuck Taylor Swift. If you had the opportunity, you would, wouldn't you? But you don't. So here we are, just all gathered around and doing all that stuff. So yeah, he's on GQ. She's got a new album coming out. And
where Jason's at?
And
is he on like the Chicken Wing magazine or something?
No, I think isn't he like a finalist or was a finalist for Sexiest Man Alive or some shit like that too. So yeah, he's up there as well. Like he's doing his thing, and also he has like 17,000 fucking commercials. So he's literally in everything from fucking Wawa Hoagie Fest to 10 million other things. So the Kelceys are everywhere. Taylor Swift is about to be everywhere once again after being quiet, I want to say, for about the last 8 months or so. Ever since her tour ended, she's been very low key. That's about to end because the New Heights podcast coming back with their premiere with her, and as we were talking about before, they had, I believe it was something like a 21,000% jump in subscribers.
Jesus.
And not only on there, but they had like a massive boost on Instagram and on all their social media and stuff like that ever since they've been posting all this stuff. So it's just like, fuck. It's just like anybody who's looking to get viewers today, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Everybody. I bet you there's more people looking at a blank screen.
Yeah, like
waiting for the premiere to drop, just sitting in a chat talking with each other, than would be watching us. Right now, there's a blank screen that's more entertaining than us. And that's Stay Tuned Sports, ladies and gentlemen. That's how we are here. ELS in the chat says, King, I hope you're ready for the cool video on my channel that I have coming out at 5:30. I did see you posted that link. I'm going to post it on our social media as well there, ELS, when we're done here. ELS has a new video coming out as well. So once you're done over here watching us, go over, check out ELS Train Tuber 501. Check out his channel, especially if you're into trains, if you're into arena football, if you're into, just kind of like that North Wisconsin lifestyle. Go check out ELS Train Tuber 501. Give him a like, give him a share, give him a subscribe. He deserves it. He does a lot of work around here. He helps us out. He mods the channel, mods the chat. He's running the Fantasy League right now. And I believe we're filled up in the Fantasy League right now. So the Fantasy League is full. But we do still have a ton of spots in the Picks League. I just posted a link for that in the Twitter, on our Twitter, which you can go check out at ST Sports Podcast. Link is there. I'll post a link. I think I got a link. I'll post it in the chat as well. We'll post it all over the place. But you can go ahead and join us there. Pick against me and Jimbo on our Friday forecast as we get ready for the NFL season and every week, and see who is the best prognosticator in the NFL, at least amongst us. Maybe you're going to be better than me. Again, I finished below my. I was in last place behind you. And you were next to last, so neither one of us did fucking great last year. Last year we were beaten by my wife, my sister-in-law, my nephew, my father, my brother, and she didn't pick a lot, but in the weeks that she did, my nephew's girlfriend, who was in our picks, was doing better than I was.
Yeah.
So
A couple of years ago, though, I thought you won it.
I did. 2 years ago,
Yeah.
I won the picks that we did.
That was the conspiracy.
That was when you also. And now the last 2 years, it's been my brother who won.
Yeah, fair and square.
I did fair and square too. Eat my shit.
Oh,
I don't want to. No, shut up. Shut
yours
up.
has the asterisk next to your name for your championship.
You got it.
Making up rules.
Shut up. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
This is the tiebreaker because it's a Monday on a Tuesday.
Okay, ELS says that we still need one more person for fantasy football. Oh, so we still have a spot open. Lloyd, if you're available, you can go ahead and join there as well. But the ELS went ahead and put the link in the chat for everybody if you want to go check that out. See if you could be the last one. Rush in there, get in there, see what you can do. Draft is coming up, I think, on the 31st. That still could be moved, depending. I know Notre Dame's playing on the 31st, so I don't know. We'll see. But again, there's so much other shit going on that was like the one free day I saw, so... We'll see. We might be doing a fantasy draft and watching Notre Dame at the same time. I might be anyway.
Do a live feed.
Might have to do that. So Jimbo, after all this, we're about 10 minutes into the fucking show here. Or actually, yeah, about 10 minutes in.
Yeah.
How are you? What's going on? What's going on with Jimbo?
When you sent me the thumbnail of
what we had this for today's show, right?
And you said, about Taylor Swift, and I said, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll behave, and I won't make fun of Swifties or anybody like that. But here's my question, and I tried. I mean, I lasted 10 minutes. How did New Heights get a 21,000% boost in subscribers? I thought when it came out that Taylor was dating Travis, that's when all the Swifties were like, oh my God, we gotta follow them, and so. I call bullshit on those numbers.
They did it? Well, no, because that's the other thing, too, is I think that's
like half the world.
That's not half the world, Jimbo. I think that's not how math...
21,000%, that's a lot of people.
But you have to percentage about how much they had, or, again, it's about... Percentages is not population. It's not 20... Again, I can't go through a math class with you right now. But no, it's good for them, whatever. But that's gonna help. But it's just, I had a thought in my head and I just lost it. I don't even know what it was now at this point because I keep on looking at Taylor down there and I get distracted. I'm just like,
well,
what?
How about this? Like we kind of talked a little bit about it before we went live here. The Browns quarterback situation, like we said, going into the season, we were thinking, oh, they gotta cut at least 2 people. Now it looks like they gotta add 2 people.
That's true as well. As we were talking here, and we'll try to get back onto sports here, and try to get off of Taylor. The wordplay is just going to be all day today. It's just going to be all day today. But yes. Shedeur Sanders pulled his oblique today in practice. They pulled him off the field. Will not be practicing the rest of the day. Doesn't seem he'll be practicing the rest of the week, and most likely will not be playing against the Eagles on Saturday, which is their next preseason game. Now, I do believe they have Dylan Gabriel is practicing again, but obviously Flacco's not going to play in the game. And
I thought Kenny Pickett and Gabriel were still hurt. That's why
I know Pickett's still hurt. Yeah, Gabriel, I thought, he was hurt, but it seemed like he was throwing, I thought, the last report I saw.
Okay.
Which, again, he may not play either.
Yeah.
So then it's going to have to be a case of, what do we do? Okay, well, this comes from ESPN. Cleveland Browns quarterback Shedeur Sanders injured an oblique. The little love handles, baby. Throwing Wednesday morning, according to the team, and was held out of the first day of joint practices with the Philadelphia Eagles. Further medical testing and examination revealed an oblique strain. Sanders is considered day-to-day, won't practice on Thursday, and is unlikely to play in a preseason game on Saturday. Kevin Stefanski told ESPN after practice that Sanders suffered oblique discomfort during warm-ups, and the plan for Sanders to practice was scrapped at the last minute. Sanders was the sole Browns quarterback who did not take any practice reps during 7-on-7 and 11-on-11 team drills. Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, Dylan Gabriel, and Tyler Huntley all took snaps on Wednesday, so everybody took snaps and played. Sanders' injury is the latest in a string of ailments that have impacted the Browns' position room amid a quarterback competition. Pickett and Gabriel have recently been limited by hamstring injuries. Pickett injured his hamstring on the 26th of July and has yet to participate fully and 11-on-11 drills. Before practice, okay, I'm just trying to see. Okay, so they were all throwing in 7-on-7 and 11-on-11 team drills except for Sanders.
Sanders. Yeah.
So
Okay.
we'll see. Again, I don't know if that means I still feel like Pickett's probably not going to play, depending on how the hamstring is. Maybe they throw Gabriel out there on Saturday, but for a team that had a plethora of quarterbacks, this is like you almost want to say it could only be the Browns.
Yeah.
And like at this point, it's because when we started the season, it was who are they going to have to get rid of? They're going to have to get rid of somebody. There's too many quarterbacks there. Even the one that's really, I punched the mic, really not even there, as far as Deshaun Watson with his Achilles and everything like that. Like you have all that. They're going to have to get rid, do you trade Pickett? Do you move Gabriel? Like, I don't think they would get rid of Sanders just because of the optics of it.
Yeah.
And they're obviously not getting Flacco. Flacco's going to be the starter to go with. So it's like, who do you get rid of? What do you get? Da. Now it's like they had to sign Snoop Huntley, and now they keep on falling. It's like, who are the Browns going to have to sign to fill out the quarterback room? It's like, I've never seen a team with so many quarterbacks and still no quarterbacks whatsoever.
And that's the thing is like, what other quarterbacks are out there to signing? I mean, they're all on the Browns and they're all hurt.
I don't know. You'd have to start looking at some of the UFAs. Like again, I don't know. You'd have to start looking at the dregs and cuts are going to be coming soon. So you might be able to pick somebody up from there.
That's true.
Lloyd in the chat, Lord Christmas says, I'm seriously starting to wonder if the Browns are bad on purpose. No, I don't know if it's on purpose. I just think their owner's stupid. Again, you're talking about a team that was starting to come around. You're talking about a team that was on the precipice of like, hey, we're going to do something. They made the playoffs. They won a playoff game against their fierce rival, the Pittsburgh Steelers. They had all this going for them, and then it becomes, we're not going to win with Baker. Get rid of Baker.
Yeah.
We're going to go with Deshaun Watson. We think Deshaun Watson. And this was, by the way, after all the allegations came out. Now, no matter where you fell on the thought of like they were just looking for money or he's a predator, which it looks definitely much more like he's on the predator side of it.
Yeah.
But, that's what it, like nothing's ever been, we can't say, we still have to say allegedly.
Yeah.
With all of these things when it comes to him. But even with all that out there, where it would give teams pause, the Browns came out and said, not only does that not deter us, we're going to give you a fully guaranteed $250 million contract. On top of all of that. And get rid of the quarterback who was a leader in the locker room, who everybody liked, who the city was in love with, who led us to the first playoff victory the franchise had in decades.
Yeah.
And now you look at Tampa Bay, and you look at what's happening down there after Baker got bounced around, after who's kind of written off in the league, goes to Tampa, builds himself up again, makes that team his own. Again, leadership, players love him, locker room loves him. That team is Baker Mayfield's team. And now they're going into their season here, having won, I think, 3 division championships in a row. One of them was with Brady, so we know that. But Baker's won 2 straight division championships. Granted, NFC South kind of weak the last 2 years. We get it.
Yeah.
But you still won a division. They beat the Eagles 1 year in the playoffs and almost beat the Lions when the Lions were at their peak 2 years ago, to where they would have been in an NFC championship game. Then they make the playoffs again last year because they won in division. Didn't quite work out as well, but like you look at that and it's like, if I'm a Cleveland fan, it's like, what could have been? And it just seems like you're always a snake-bitten franchise of just
Yeah.
like, even when it looks like things are starting to turn around, nope, it's done. And you almost feel bad. You almost feel bad.
Would you put the?
And
Oh, sorry.
no, go right ahead. Go right ahead.
Would you put the Jets in that category too, as just?
Oh yeah,
snake-bitten?
no, 1,000%. It's an organizational problem.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. You can hire new coaches, you can get new players in. Like I said, the Jets have had the Jets have done this before. They've had other players, and they've been you've had these moments of good. Like I said, it was what was that, 2009, 2010? Or 2008, 2009, where they had the back-to-back years where they made it to the AFC Championship game. But Rex Ryan, that fucking defense they had, Bart Scott was on there. Even Sanchez wasn't terrible. And it's like, back-to-back AFC Championship games. They were, I think they were leading in the one at halftime of one of the AFC Championship games. They're like, it was like, oh, is this it? The Jets turn it around. Is this, is Rex Ryan going to have this thing turned around and change the culture and do all that kind of stuff? And that's what it felt like. And it's like, finally, after all these years, are the Jets going to do something? And now they haven't made the playoffs in 15 years.
Yeah.
Which I think is the longest streak in the NFL right now. They hold it by a wide margin of the longest playoff drought. So I mean, and that's what. And then you had the butt fumble with Sanchez. So all of a sudden, went from Sanchez being like good team manager, got him to AFC Championship game, let the defense do the work. Yeah, no, you can do something there. To butt fumble joke out of the league in 3 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've mentioned this once or twice on the show before. It feels like the Jets are. I think Joe Namath literally sold his soul to Satan to win Super Bowl III. And it was like, as long as Joe is with us, the Jets will never win another Super Bowl. Like, that was the deal.
Yeah.
Like, we'll give you this one, Joe. Like, he went down to some crossroads there in Miami a couple days before. That's why he guaranteed it. That's why he guaranteed the win. Because he had already made the deal with the Dark Lord and Satan himself. Lucifer Morningstar. He was down at the crossroads and made the deal. And then the reporters were asking him the next day, it's like, oh, we're going to win the game. I guarantee it. Why are you so sure? Oh, let's just say a little devil on my shoulder told me. Meanwhile, here we are. Hamster! Good to see you. You're a little late in the chat.
Hamster.
Great to see you. Hamster, we have to have a talk. We will get to that in a second.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it literally feels like Namath made a deal with Satan. Old Broadway Joe, and that's the other reason why he was also swimming in supermodels in his day. Because I don't know if you know this, Joe Namath, not a handsome man,
No.
not a real looker, as they would say. Meanwhile, swam in it, just all the time. He had a famous phrase: "I can't wait for tomorrow because I get better looking every day." Not a fucking joke either. Like, that was just how. So it feels like maybe that was also part of the deal,
Yeah.
It was like, win a Super Bowl, have all the hot bitches I can get, be drunk, try to kiss Susie Colbert.
Never forget
Remember that? That was an interesting Monday night game, baby. That was, I'm gonna kiss you. Oh, that's how you know you have a problem, when you try to kiss Susie Colbert. I think we would all recognize that we would have a problem and go to rehab after that. No offense to Susie. We love you, Susie. You're a fantastic reporter. You're a wonderful reporter. Just saying. But yeah, like, organizationally, the Jets, and the Jets have had different owners. Like, you're talking about, they had Leon Hess, and now they've gone to, old Woody Johnson there. And it's still the same thing. Like, top down, it feels like it's just a bad organization that always makes bad decisions. It's feels like it's just a toxic work environment to be in, and no matter who you bring in, there's always something. And like, again, I go back to the early 2000s when the Jets had Vinny Testaverde. In 1999, AFC Championship game, they played against the Broncos. We're leading at halftime against the Broncos. Chance to go to Super Bowl 32, I believe it was. Was it 32 or 33? I think it was the Broncos' second one, so it was be 33. A chance to go to Super Bowl 33, which would have been cool. The 30-year anniversary of the Jets winning, and it would have been that, would have been whole everything like that. They end up collapsing in the second half. Broncos take over. They go win their second Super Bowl. The next year, expectations through the roof for the Jets. Oh, this is going to be it. Vinny Testaverde's back. They have all the right. Corbett is there. Keyshawn Johnson. Oh, no, Johnson might have been gone by that point. He might have been down at 10, but they had Curtis Martin, Hall of Famer. They had a fantastic offensive line. Defense was a fucking immaculate. And what was it? First couple plays, I think it was in the first quarter. Vinny Testaverde ruptured Achilles.
Yeah, I think it was the exact same amount as Aaron Rodgers.
It was 4 plays. Ripped his Achilles. I remember there was times in that year they had Tom Tupa having to play. Yeah. Fucking their punter had to be the quarterback because they ran out of quarterbacks. It just feels like there's always little bad juju, like blah, 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 hocus pocus shit when it comes to the Jets. And people were blaming Jimmy Hoffa. People were trying to there just seems to be something with that particular team, and the fact that their nickname is Gangrene. Which is just, hey, what's your nickname? Well, we're green, so we're going to call this Gangrene, like a gangrene. But also, it's a name for fucking rotting flesh. Which, for the Jets, makes sense.
Yeah.
For how we are, for how we're doing here. So, a lot like, again, to the original point of this, Jets, like the Browns, it's just a bad organization all around. Now, it can change.
Yeah.
We've seen it with Detroit. And one of the best things they did is you had the Ford family and Sheila Ford there backed away. She hired Dan Campbell and said, fine, change the culture. Do what you got to do, or else, but do it. And they gave him the leeway. Again, remember, when Dan Campbell first got there, I think they went 0-6, 0-7 to start.
Yeah.
His first season tenure, and then they won a little bit, and then the second year they did a little bit better. Still lost a bunch of games. They didn't make the playoffs that year. They beat the Packers at the end of the year to knock the Packers out of the playoffs, which was kind of like their Super Bowl, if you will. Yeah. And then it was like, oh, this is the Lions. Maybe the Lions can do something. And then they opened up the next year by beating the Chiefs in their Super Bowl. The Thursday night game at Arrowhead, and it was like, ooh, and from there now the Lions have become a perennial NFC power.
Yeah.
It can change, but you have to change it as well. Like, you have to have the right people, and you as the organization, as the owner, as the GM, as some of those people, you have to realize that you have to take a step back and let the culture develop itself.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Woody Johnson has that ability. I think he always wants to be he wants to be one of the guys.
Yeah.
And not only that, but Robert Saleh wasn't that guy.
No.
He just wasn't that guy. Better as a defensive coordinator, clearly, no doubt, and I'll never argue against that. I think Robert Saleh is one of the best defensive coordinators in the NFL in the last 10 years. And definitely now that he's back out in San Francisco, and that's my whole thing. If San Francisco stays healthy, fucking watch out for them. I know you're not big on them, but you gotta watch out for them. I'm telling you,
they're already getting banged up there.
They are a little bit, but this has happened. How many teams have we seen this happen to already? Look at the Browns quarterback room. So, like, will Aaron Glenn be that change?
But the thing is, Woody Johnson has to step back and has to be committed to staying back. Like, you can't go halfway.
No, you can't do that. You can't have your 13-year-old come in and say, well, we should get this guy because his Madden rating is, as we've seen from the Madden ratings that have come out this year, don't do that.
Yeah.
Stop listening to your 13-year-old.
The only Madden rating that probably was accurate was your boy down there in Tampa Bay, your defensive tackle, Florida guy.
Oh, Chunky?
Yeah. His speed rating was 45, the lowest it could go.
Makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
He's not there for speed. He's not there for speed. And he is athletic, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But he's not there for speed. He's there for gumming up the middle and stopping the run, which I think he can do.
Yeah.
I mean, if you put a wall in front of somebody, they can't run through it. That is a lot of mass to move. So, Lloyd in chat here, he's saying he's going to guess that the Lions go 13-4 this year. That's not a bad prediction. I think I have something similar to that. By the way, we have the NFC South coming up this week on the Friday forecast, coming up on Friday, just to let you know that. The North will be in 2 weeks, so you'll know what I think about the Lions then. But 13-4 I don't think that's bad. The NFC North is interesting when you think about it. I think this is a big year for the Packers, for Jordan Love, who, by the way, is having surgery on his left wrist, left hand, left thumb tendon, I think it is.
Yeah, it's a finger.
So they're hoping he's going to be ready by week 1. They think he's going to be ready by week 1, but we'll see. Again, this has not been a great week for ELS. He's had the truck issue. He's had all this other shit happening. He's got Jordan Love needing surgery on his hand. Now Taylor Swift is going to be everywhere again. ELS is not a happy guy. He's just not a happy guy. But that is what it is. Hamster's getting anxious. What do we have to talk to? Hamster. Now, as everybody knows,
we should wait till the end of the show.
Do you want to keep? All right, we'll leave him dangling. We'll leave him dangling.
Stew, man.
All right, you can stew with it. He can stew it. We'll leave him there.
What did I do?
All right. Okay. All right. I was going to be merciful. Just remember, who's the one that's letting you stew in your juices here, Hamster?
Well, just remember, he's the one that always on our live streams.
He does. He gives us a bunch of shit.
Hey, King, what color is this on your color pinwheel?
Listen, just because I'm smart and I know all the Pantone colors and I understand the difference between the fact that the Eagles don't wear green, they wear a teal color, which is blue.
They wear Kelly green.
No, they don't. I swear to Christ, I'm going to jump through this goddamn screen. I'm going to break down this border. Taylor's going to sit there and mind the fort while I come through there and beat the ever-loving shit out of you. I swear to God. Anyway.
Only Eagle fans get into fights.
Oh, no, that's not what I said. I've never said. I've been to enough Giants games that I know that's not true. So,
I do want to talk about that. That just popped in my head. Did you see the clip, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers clip? Boyfriend/husband took his wife/girlfriend, whatever, to a Tampa Bay Buccaneers preseason game last week, and lady was gone, like just wasted, gone, like she's head back, and he's shaking her, trying to wake her up, get her awake. So the paramedics ended up coming to get her, assist her, figure out what's wrong with her. And he refused to go with her because he paid for his seat. He wanted to watch a preseason game instead of going to see if his girlfriend/wife, whichever it was, is okay and not dead. You didn't see that? Because
I have not seen that clip. No,
last couple days it was making its rounds, but
no, I have not seen that. And yeah, so somebody there would have seen. You kept on saying slash, and I was like, did he murder his fucking significant other? What the fuck? Well, you could just say significant other. Just say like his partner, significant other, something. But saying wife/girlfriend. I think the girlfriend and wife are having a fucking knife fight out there somewhere. I'm like, oh shit, he brought both of them. Why is he doing that? Don't do that. That's a recipe for a bad time. Never have the wife meet the girlfriend. You never want to have that happen.
Didn't we learn anything from Coldplay?
But like, listen, I'll say this. I do not approve. Of that. I'm not saying that is something that is something that anybody should do. Obviously, if your significant other is hurt, injured, incapacitated, passed out like that, something you should be absolutely 1,000% concerned about them and worried about their well-being. However, while I don't condone his actions, I do understand. I don't like leaving a game early. I know it's preseason too. I understand it's preseason. I understand that.
Yeah.
But that might be the only game I get to go to. preseason games. You can get them on a secondary market a little bit cheaper. You get a chance to be in a stadium experience, something like that. That might be his only experience of football, live football all year. And I'm not exactly sure what was wrong with her. Was it that she just imbibed too much? Was that
alcohol?
It was okay. So through no fault of his own, and through her poor decision making. She was trying to ruin the time of this man's maybe only chance to see live football all year. Now, in that instance, he might be sitting there thinking, I know she's fine. She's just drunk, as she always is. Allegedly. I'm not saying I don't know this girl's name or anything, so I don't know anything. But hypothetically, he could be sitting there just being like, typical Tampa housewife. Always just sloshed 3 sheets to the wind. And now her drunk ass is going to ruin my only chance to watch my beloved Bucks in live football action? I have the car keys. I know what hospital they're going to take her to. Paramedics, please. Take her. Make sure she gets hydrated. Make sure she wakes up. She'll be fine. Give her some Pedialyte there in the emergency room. Send me the bill. Whatever. But my ass is sitting here with my one cold beer, not like that fucking drunk. And I'm going to sit here and watch my beloved Buccaneers and their backups go to work. Again, don't condone.
Yeah.
But I can understand the thought process.
Yeah.
Also, and this goes for everybody. I just went to a concert on Saturday. I saw a little bit of this. Not a lot, not to this extent. But I've been to a bunch of different events that you kind of see some of the stuff. Guys, stop fucking drinking so much.
Yeah.
Like I get imbibing, I get having fun, I get even getting a little drunk. Yeah. Get a little drunk.
Yeah.
Like motherfuckers drinking to excess. And it's funny me saying this because we have spent many a time at your bar fucking just where I thought I was fine and stood up, and then the bar starts spinning. It's like, yep. I gotta go. Start walking home, throw up in somebody's bushes. Don't know whose, but felt a lot better. So I know, little hypocritical of me, but from the old fucks who have done it, who have seen it, who have been through it, who lived it. You don't. If you want to drink to excess in your home, where you're nice, where you're safe, where you're ready to go. And this goes for you, your partners, whoever you're with. Stop drinking to excess at football games, at baseball games, at fucking concerts, at parties, at other stuff. Stop. Yeah. Just stop it. Or eat an edible or something. Smoke some cannabis or something and just fucking relax. That's fine. Like, fine. But it's the like I will never forget when this was back in, I want to say 2005, so about 20 years ago. I was trying to bang a girl who liked NASCAR. So I went to a NASCAR race up at Pocono. And I'll never forget sitting there before the race starts. This is before the race starts.
Okay.
They stand for the national anthem. Like the car, like it's not even start your engines yet. We haven't had a flyover yet. There's been nothing. Just the national anthem. This girl, about 3 seats over and 2 rows down, just ragdoll. Just done. Just absolutely done. Which means that she had to be drinking from like 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Because the race started at 1. So this is going through all the pre-race. So this is like 12:30, 12:45. And she was done. And I mean like Done, like regular, like 3:30 a.m. done, like at a club done, like done. Waste of a ticket.
Yeah.
Waste of a ticket. Waste of money.
Only once I got like that. Like, well, not like that where I passed out. And it was the Eagles game that I actually lost the Chip Kelly visor, which good, bye. Screw Chip Kelly. And the guys that were next to us, we didn't know who they were. Like they were from Philly or whatever, and kept feeding shots of Fireball. And I was like, fuck. And before I know it, like, we're walking in and I'm feeling pretty good. And then we get in there and, back then the beers weren't $18.50.
They were $12 fucking still. They were fucking. They might have been
30
$7
years ago.
Yeah, they still might have been like $7. Again, beers used to be like $7 20 years. Like beers were still way too expensive 20, 30 years ago. They really were.
But by halftime, I was, it's halftime. Okay, I'm gonna take a nap.
Yeah, no, that's what
I wake up and it's fourth quarter.
That would be my advice to anybody out there. If you're gonna go, no hard liquor.
No.
Do not do hard liquor at a concert, at a fucking football game, at an event, something like that. Just don't do it. Just stay away from the hard liquor. Beer, okay. To Lloyd's point, maybe stay away from the imported stuff, or like the microbrew stuff, or the Allagash or shit from Maine that you get that's at like 15% fucking alcohol. Like, no, stick to your regular 5%, 5.5%. That's fine. That's gonna get the job done. That's perfectly fine. In fact, if you want to go something with a little less, maybe they'll go with a little 4. You know what? Have a Bud Light. You know what? Have a Miller Lite. Have a High Life. It's a little less. But you know what? You feel a little bit better. It's not gonna fuck with you.
Yeah.
So pace. Hydrate. Make sure you have a water. Make sure. Like, here's the thing. You want to go to a game, and you're gonna yell at your player. Oh man, what's this game plan? What's going on here? These guys don't know what the fuck they're doing. It looks like they didn't practice. You have to have a game plan as well. If you're gonna go to a game, you're gonna tailgate, you're gonna party. You have to game. If you want to go in there balls to the wall, I'm gonna go in there. I'm a real bang. Guess what? You're gonna burn out. You're gonna be done before the game starts. Just like Hamster said it. He said he went to ACC championship game a couple of years ago, and guy behind him passed out before the game even started. Missed the entire ACC championship game. Missed the entire game. So imagine the money you had to spend to get to the ACC championship game. You're sitting there, you're watching it. Next thing you know, it's over. They're waking you up. Yeah, it's time to go. Huh? What happened? Congratulations, you played yourself. So I would say stay with the lower percentage beers. You want to stay lower than that. Do not drink hard alcohol. No vodka, whiskey, bourbon, fucking any tequila. Fuck that shit. No.
Yeah.
Just stay away from that. Stay with the 5% or lower beers. Or and I'll say this, go with one of the, what I guess some people would say, the frou-frou drinks. The high noons.
Yeah.
Fuck White Claw, because I think White Claw's bad, but the Surfside's not bad. That little iced tea shit.
Okay.
Drink a couple of those. It's all right. You get the same kind of thing. It's like a 5% alcohol kind of thing. You're good. You're fine. But and it also helps with not feeling like heavy as shit either. That's the other thing with beer. You're in beer, you feel like you're 40 fucking tons. You feel like a neutron star. Like just game plan and drink fucking water and eat some fucking food. That's why. Bring that shit. Don't buy the shit in the stadium. I remember I bought 2 pretzels and a fucking beer at a Devils game once, and it cost me $30.
Yeah.
2 pretzels and a beer, $30. Eat shit, venues. That's all I'm going to say about that. Lloyd in the chat says, I've been, he's talking about he's been sober. Congratulations, Lloyd. 8 months sober. Sort of focusing on your niece and everything. That's fantastic. And that's the other thing, too. I have not completely cut that out. Boy, have I I literally don't drink anymore. I can't remember the last time I drank. The last time I drank something was at this concert that my sister-in-law brought me two nice Yingling tall boys to. It was very nice, very lovely. But before that, I mean, it's been months since I've really touched alcohol, which for me is kind of crazy because I mean, you remember me when we met, like,
Yeah.
I drank like a fish, you know.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things. So if you're able to reduce it, if you're able not to, like, if it doesn't have the hold on you, and you're able to reduce it and do things like that, fantastic. That's wonderful. I would very much recommend it. And if you're somebody who doesn't have that ability, then just stopping and getting rid of that and having the strength to do that is a fantastic choice as well. So Lloyd, congratulations on that and on your 8 months sober. And yeah, and that's the other thing, Lloyd, as you mentioned before, I did see that as well. You know, when you're sober, you can actually understand things and you can enjoy things and you actually fucking remember the things that happened. So that's also a bit of a, and that's the other thing too. We were talking about these other people who pass out these events or get drunk at these events. They're going to have no memory. They're going to have a ticket that says they went there. They're going to have something that says, oh, I was there. But they're not going to remember that they were there. You know, they have no recollection of what they've seen.
Yeah.
Thank God I don't have that. Like, I have the ability. I've never gone to an event and gotten hammered to the point where I don't know what I'm watching or I don't remember it. You know, I remember every Devil game I've been to. I remember every Giants game I've been to, every Jets game I've been to. I've only been to 2 Notre Dame games now, but I remember each one of those. You know, I know what happened. I've never wasted a ticket. Well, I don't know. Maybe a couple of those Giants games were really, really bad. I'm talking like, you know, early mid-2000s there. It wasn't a great time. It wasn't a great time. Hamster says, I used to pass out in the middle of games on a couch and don't remember some really good games. Yeah, that's the thing. You know, like I remember that one memory I have is especially like the kick six game from Auburn and Alabama. Came back from work. I remember that. There's a lot of people out there who said they were drunk. They don't remember that. And there's some people who take pride in that. I don't understand that, but whatever. But that is just here's the thing. Long and short of this one, take care of yourself. Don't get drunk. Or
Just be responsible.
Don't get disgustingly drunk.
Yeah.
Don't get passed out drunk. Don't get blackout drunk. Enjoy your time, whether you imbibe alcohol or not. Enjoy your time. Have fun. Don't get stupid, and don't ruin anybody else's time. Because guess what? You might wake up in a hospital, and your significant other is still at the gate.
Yeah.
That's the long and short of it. So that'll be a fun discussion that they have at home, but that is what it is. What else do we have to talk about today? We'll get to hamster. We will get to hamster.
I was gonna say, you think he's stewed enough yet?
Not yet. Well, no. Now that you've done it, now I'm gonna wait. Now I'm waiting until like literally almost to the sign off of the show. I'm gonna wait. Now this one was interesting. This was actually a little piece of interesting tidbit that came out today. Cowboys owner Jerry Jones says a miracle experimental drug saved my life.
I saw that. Yeah.
Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones said in an interview that he dealt with stage 4 melanoma and that an experimental trial drug saved his life. In the 5th episode of the Netflix documentary America's Team, The Gambler and His Cowboys, that debuts next week on Netflix, since it is a Netflix documentary, that seems to make sense. Jerry Jones, 82 years old, talked about undergoing cancer treatments at MD Anderson in Houston. However, he did not reveal details of the treatment and what it was for. I was saved by a fabulous treatment and great doctors and a real miracle drug called PD-1 therapy. That came from the Dallas Morning News. I went into trials for that PD-1, and it's been one of the greatest medicines. I now have no tumors. Jerry Jones told the paper that he was diagnosed in June 2010 and began treatment soon thereafter. Over the next 10 years, he said he had 2 lung surgeries and 2 lymph node surgeries. Stage 4 melanoma refers to skin cancer that has been metastasized to other parts of the body. According to the American Cancer Society, PD-1 therapy, or programmed cell death 1, helps the immune system recognize, identify, and attack cancer cells. A stage 4 melanoma diagnosis used to always be fatal, and treatment aimed merely to slow the disease, control symptoms, and possibly extend survival. But recent medical advancements, including immunotherapies and targeted checkpoint inhibitors, help the body's T cells fight off cancer. Okay. So long and short of this, I'm sure there's a lot of Cowboys fans going out there saying, fuck!
Jesus Christ, dude. I wasn't going to be that
There's a bunch of Cowboys fans out there with, I mean, if you thought they didn't like Big Pharma before, let me tell you. They're good. You want to talk about you thought the whole anti-vax thing was a fucking big thing. Now you're gonna have Cowboys fans. I say, okay, you give them an inch, they make Jerry Jones live forever. This is bullshit. Of course I'm being a little facetious and a little joking, but tell me there's not a Cowboys fan out there thinking that exact same thing right fucking now. You'd be lying if you're saying otherwise. There's Cowboys fans 1,000% thinking that right now. Meanwhile, Eagles fans, Giants fans, Redskins fans are all like, pump them full of it. Get it.
Give them an IV.
Let them live. Let them live.
Especially, I saw it was on ESPN. They had a clip, I guess, at the premiere of the show, interviewing Jerry Jones, and they were talking about, good news, bad news, is it good or bad? And he goes, you know me, I always like that. I always like to be in the news, and if I'm not in the news, I have no problem stirring it up. I'm like, oh boy, that doesn't look.
Well, no, that's
sound too good.
That's the thing, but that's also the point that I think we've made on this show before, that many people have made. Like we're not innovators of that kind of thought process of where Jerry Jones believes that all publicity is good publicity, no matter what. So he likes stirring the pot. He likes saying things and doing things that keep the Cowboys in the news, because he's got that mentality. That's a particular kind of mentality of, if they're talking about us, that's what brand recognition. It doesn't matter if it's good, bad, or indifferent, as long as they're talking about it. If they're not talking about us, that's the problem. If we become just mediocre, if the Cowboys are ever under the radar, that's never what Jerry wants.
Yeah.
He never wants it to, the Cowboys are never going to be an under the radar team to him. So I think that's the thing. And so that's not, to me, like, they tried to come out and say, like, oh my God, did you see what Jerry Jones said? Like, that tracks. That all that does is align with everything we've always said. Yeah. Is that he says things and he does things that keep the Cowboys in the news. Is this Micah Parsons thing part of that? Is that what this is? Because it feels like this one might be just a smidge over that line, because now you might have gone too far and now you can't step back. You can't walk that back. And now Micah just might be like, all right, I'm seriously done, which it still feels like that. And it feels like there's been no movement on that front, where even with Terry McLaurin, it feels like there's been at least discussions. They're talking. Whether they're going anywhere or not is something, but at least it feels like there's movement. Yeah. There doesn't appear to be movement when it comes to the Cowboys and Micah Parsons. So I don't know. Like, I don't know where we go from there. But I mean, as far as like keeping the Cowboys in the news, that's always been Jerry. That's always been Jerry. And yeah, so there you go, Jerry Jones, gonna live forever. Everybody, congratulations, Cowboys fans. I hope you enjoyed that, and enjoy that as well. Also, oh yeah, why haven't we talked about this yet? This was probably the biggest news of the day. And meanwhile, we've talked about Taylor Swift, the fucking Browns, drinking too much, and Jerry Jones. But we didn't talk about James Cook getting his deal. His hold-in worked, and he gets a 4-year, $48 million extension.
But it really?
I think so.
He wanted 20. What was it, 20 million?
No, he wanted 15 a year. Well, his brother was saying he wanted at least 15 a year.
Oh.
And that was never going to happen.
Yeah.
But here we go from Orchard Park, because the Bills don't play in Buffalo. Running back James Cook and the Buffalo Bills reached an agreement on a 4-year, $48 million contract extension that includes $30 million guaranteed, said Zach Hiller and Matt Leist of LAA, his agency. Bills general manager Brandon Beane said Cook signed his new deal, which links him to the team through 2029. Jesus Christ, we're in the future, baby. I just keep it. Remember, 2029. That's where John Connor sent Kyle Reese back from in the very first Terminator. That was that time period. So
and also Men in Black is supposed to be happening within the next couple years.
Which Men in Black?
The very first one, the very first movie.
The first one happened in '97. That wasn't a futuristic thing.
No, the aliens coming from the ones that were going to attack us. Yeah.
Huh?
There's a futuristic. Yeah. Just move on.
I think you're talking about a different movie than I am. I don't know what you're talking about. Now
even Lennon's like, dude, shut up.
Yeah, you have fucked with my ADD brain because now I'm going like, no, I know Men in Black. This is not Men in Black. What are you now I'm going to be running through my Rolodex of shit trying to figure out what it's while I'm trying to read this. The extension comes a day after James Cook returned to the Bills practice Tuesday following a hold-in that spanned more than a week, which everybody kind of said when they saw him practice and was like, ooh, seems like a good sign. It seems like the deal was kind of done then, and he's like, yep, I'll go fucking practice then.
Yeah.
He missed their first preseason game with the hold in there. Cook was in full uniform and fully participated in Tuesday's session. He missed 4 practices during the hold-in, although he did warm up with the team before the preseason game. Not more so, it would help. Just trying to protect myself, Cook said on holding in. Just trying to stay healthy and just get everything done before I go out there and play with a clear mindset and just be locked in. I think we had an understanding that we need to practice if we're going to be able to get back on get back to the table, Brandon Beane said. And so I think there's good faith on both parts from him and his agent to our side. And once we got him back on the practice field, it really worked. He really worked hard. Beane said the deal was completed around 11 p.m. on Tuesday. So yeah, it makes sense. He was practicing. They went to the table, knocked everything out, and was done. So there you go. Looking at the Bills right now and their current contract, you have Josh Allen, obviously the big one, 6 years, $330 million. You have their defensive end, Gregory Rousseau. Got to get that. Rousseau, 4 years, $80 million. Chris Benford, he's got a 4-year, $76 million. Khalil Shakir, he's got 4 years, $53. You have Terrell Bernard, he's got 4 years, $50. And now you put James Cook into that list, 4 years and $48 million. A lot of money in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't win.
Yeah.
And they haven't really they really haven't won. So
But you know, as far as that James Cook contract, I think that's actually fair.
I think for what he's put up, the numbers he's done.
Yeah.
That is his. I think that because I think it averages out to something. I think it's like a 12 AAV.
Yeah.
12 million AAV, which is right there. I think that's correct. I'll say as contracts go, I think that's a correct one.
Yeah.
So that's neither an underpay or an overpay. I think they got it, and I think that was it. You got two sides to see reason and do that. I think that's what Washington's trying to do with Terry, and I think Terry's being a little bit more stubborn about it because what I'm hearing is like Terry wants to get paid, kind of like time served. Like,
Yeah.
I've been here. I've done great stuff when there was nothing here. I was here with Dan Snyder. I deserve to be compensated. And the Redskins team there now is like, we want to pay him for what we feel the future contributions will be. And so that seems to be where there's a little bit of the gap that they're trying to fill there, because Terry wants to be rewarded and the team wants to pay him what they feel he's productively going to be. So it's a case of pay me for what I did in the past or pay me what I'm going to do in the future. That's kind of what we're looking at.
Yeah.
Looking at Lloyd thinks that you might be thinking about Mars Attacks. I don't think you're talking about Independence Day. Maybe the second Independence Day. I don't know. I don't know when that one took place. Because the first one was in 96. No, but I think that just took place in an alternate universe at that point. So it might be Mars Attacks, but I think Mars Attacks was still was in the 90s. Yeah, I don't think that was 2029. Now let's not forget, Escape from New York took place in the far future of 1997. So I think about that all the time because I love that movie. Escape from New York, one of the best ones. Snake Plissken, Kurt Russell, fantastic movie. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm probably talking to the
ELS is gonna probably be like, what's that movie?
Hey, hamster, you finally guessed what we have to talk about.
There you go.
Let's jump in on this one. Hamster, you gotta pick a side. You gotta pick a side now. As some people may or may not know, we have a fantastic listener. His name is Hamster. Actually, I say fantastic. He is a fantastic listener. Unlike me being unable to speak. Fantastic listener, but also kind of a terrible human being and a real pain in the ass. And also, he's a fan of two football teams. He's a fan of the Falcons and of the Titans. Well, today, the Falcons and Titans in a joint practice, well, they got into a bit of a skirmish. Somebody touched somebody else's penis. And so we had a problem. Down at Flowery Branch in Georgia, the Atlanta Falcons quarterback Michael Penix Jr. was involved in a scuffle with the Tennessee Titans during a joint practice on Wednesday after completing a long pass to wide receiver Ray McLeod. I love Ray. When we were calling games last year, I loved Ray. Penix and Titans defenders were talking trash with each other, as one does. And then things boiled over and got physical. Both players from both teams ran into the sidelines. Penix ended up in the middle of a pile. You never want your Penix in a pile. That's always going to be dangerous. That's always dangerous. And it seemed to be thrown down. Oh, the Penix was in the grass. They threw their Penix in the grass. Oh, that's so unhygienic. I don't know where it was at, Penix said. It was a lot of people. I knew I was down there somewhere. I wasn't the only one. No, the Penix did not know where he was, which I can't tell you how many times I can relate. Sometimes you just don't know where the Penix is. You wake up in the morning and it's like, whoa, where was my Penix last night? Was it in the grass? It felt like it. I don't know. It was very dewy. Got up in the morning. Jesus Christ. Boy, I certainly hope there's a Swiftie watching this and just being like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
This is terrible. This is the worst thing ever. Falcons wide receiver Drake London had to be pulled away from the skirmish by teammates. Ray and several other Falcons players came to the Penix's aid. I'm glad they did because obviously that's not something that we want to be doing in practice, Penix said afterwards. We went to get all of our reps in, get that good work in. You got to get that good Penix work. Got to make it work. Make that Penix work. But it went how it went. So the team had my back, and they were there to make sure to protect me. A lot of guys asked me if I was good, and it was good to know that these guys had my back. It's always good when you have a lot of guys on your Penix, you know.
And have your back.
Always defending your Penix and your back. Penix was uninjured in the scrum. Came back out for the next series. Tension flared again when Falcons offensive lineman Caleb McGarry and Chris Lindstrom started getting into it. And there was another scuffle, started getting into it with the Titans. Sorry about that. And there was another scuffle shortly after on the adjacent field where the Atlanta defense was going up against Tennessee's offense. Penix stated it was that one on team one. But again, those guys in Atlanta, they protected the quarterback, which they were supposed to do. O-line came in, did what they did, and we wasn't allowing that, but that's what we're supposed to do. So, yeah, there you go. ELS in the chat says this channel's never going to get monetized. No, probably not a shot in hell.
Hey, we could have 1,000 listeners. We owe YouTube too much money.
No, yeah, I was going to say, we're going to hit that subscription. We're going to be in debt by the time we hit the 1,000 subscribers. Yeah. Which, by the way, if you liked any of this, like, share, and subscribe down there. Make sure you hit the notification bell. ELS asked Hamster in the chat, decision day. Are you more of a Falcons or Titans fan? Who you got? Hamster, do you got your Tennessee Titans or are you on the side of Big Penix? Do you like the tits or the Penix? Which one is it, Hamster? You got to let us know. Tennessee Titans or the Atlanta Penixes?
Like, I can understand.
Are you going to let them toss your Penix in the grass like that, Hamster? What are we doing?
I could understand if he says, like, I like the Falcons until they're on a bye week, and then I could root for the Titans. I can understand that, but you got to pick one team.
Not with this one, you got to pick. This one you have to pick. You're either all over the Titans or you're all in on that Penix. You know, you just got to go. You got to go balls deep on that Penix, man.
Who's in the wrong, Penix or the Tits?
I think the Tits. You know, because again, when it comes to practices, it's always keep the hands off the quarterback. So don't touch the Penix. You can't touch the Penix. So you start touching the Penix, you're gonna get a little violence. You're gonna get a little ultra violence there. You know what I mean? So. Which is funny because usually sometimes when the Penix hits the tits, it's usually pretty fun. But you know, not this time. Not this time. This is not a good time. But you know, having the titans smacking the Penix, it's just.
We could do this for hours.
Oh no. I'm sure the big Penix would. Yeah, you know, sometimes you could do it for hours. I mean, I'm good for 5-10 minutes, baby. 10 minutes is like the max. You know, I'm 44 years old. Just don't have the stamina that my younger self did. You know, it's just. What are we doing with our lives? What are we doing? This is what we are. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing.
This is where we
This is what we've been reduced to. Just doing this stuff. Looking to see if we got any more breaking news. Always going to check the Twitters, see if we got any updates here before we look to get out of here. And by the way, Hamster never answered the question. Oh, he already said he's a dirty bird. Okay, so he did answer the question. So he's full on Team Penix. As we always know, Hamster was very receptive to the Penix. He's
he likes it in the grass.
Hamster. Son of a bitch, you got me on that one. I was trying not to break and you fucking got me. Penix in the grass. Son of a bitch. All right. I never want to give you credit for shit. I really don't. But God damn it, that was good. That was a good one. Motherfucker. Hamster says I'm going to call all the Falcons games this year just so I can say Penix. Might. That's a definite. That is a 100% maybe. I'm trying to see. There doesn't seem to be any other major breaking news right now. So that seems to be about it. Again.
Yeah, it's been kind of quiet today.
Yeah. Listen, the fact that we got an hour out of this, which is really not. We had a bit of the Taylor stuff, which is always fun to talk about. I thought having Taylor on here would get Pecan back in, but just didn't happen. That's a shame.
That's okay.
Pecan, whenever Pecan is like the Taylor Batman signal. When he ever comes in, it's like, boom, you got to put Taylor up there. So then we had Taylor. Okay, Taylor, you can go away for now. It's nice. You know what? No, fuck that. She can come back. There she is. All right. She was up there all day. Let's leave her there. It's fine. But are you gonna watch New Heights tonight? You're gonna watch that to see what's happening? You're not?
No, I don't care about Taylor.
But you don't. So you don't care about your Eagles legend and Jason Kelce?
Honestly, I haven't watched New Heights probably in a year. Watched or listened.
Wow.
Yeah, it just.
You're a traitor.
It's not that I'm a traitor. It seems like I don't know, like the format of how they do things is just different. Like, just it doesn't have that same feel to me as in the beginning when they first came out.
They got too big. You know what? They're too mainstream now, Matt. Man, they're too mainstream.
They evolved too much for me.
Well, I will be watching because the wife is going to watch it, obviously. And listen, if the leak of the couple of pictures that have come out that are associated with this album are real, are true, are actually what it is, and there's more of those to come, I'm watching this. Oh my God. And listen, I understand this is going to make me sound like a dumb, stupid patriarchy and mansplaining and male gaze and all. I get it. I get it. Guilty as charged. Say whatever you want about me. I'll punch the mic 10 million times. Don't care. Oh my God. Like this is like early Christmas for me. The wife is going to get something because obviously it's new Taylor stuff, a new album, new songs to listen to, all new clues and Easter eggs and all the other fun shit she likes to do. It's going to be fun for Daddy too. I'm gonna help her look. I'm gonna clue so hard. I'm gonna be looking for so many clues. I've got a raging clue, man. Just cluing all over the place. I'm gonna have so many clues. It's gonna be just you can't stop the clues. So many clues. I'm gonna look at every pixel, baby. Every micro pixel. Every quarter of a pixel of every.
With the little magnifying glass.
Oh God. Oh yes. Oh yes. Sherlock Holmes in this motherfucker. Absolutely. 1,000%. I went extra jersey on that. I was like, Sherlock's and Holmes is over here. Gabagool. ELS said I would throw Jimbo into a dungeon instead of watching New Heights. Damn. Not only does he hate New Heights, but he's also throwing you into a fucking dungeon. Jesus.
I think there's like a backup motive to that too. A secondary motive, all the times I gave him tush push shit.
Right. Lloyd Christmas in chat says, "Do you guys do giveaways?" Okay, Lloyd, come here. I know. I got to talk to you here for a second, man. I don't know if you noticed in the beginning of the show here, where I go, "Hey, everybody, welcome, Stay Tuned Sports, King, Jimbo, and hey, listen, you want to help us out? Like, share, subscribe. If you also want to help us out, we have the merch store and the donation station." The reason I ask a couple times during the show, beginning and the end mainly, about the donation station and the merch store is because I have 17 cents in my bank account. I am unemployed. I have no money. I have nothing. I would love to do giveaways on this channel, Lloyd. It would be fantastic. It would be lovely. It would help us out so much. I can't afford ramen. So as of now, there is no giveaways. Like I said, even when it comes to the fantasy football, like I would love to have a prize that we can give away, do something like that. Can't really do it. For the picks, for the Friday forecast picks that we have, which you can go find the link on our Twitter over at ST Sports Podcast. I would love to have a prize for that. I'd like to get a nice little trophy and maybe a cash prize or something like that. I'd love to be able, like if we do live streams, to have like a jersey giveaway for something. Like we could do if we're watching a certain game with a team, we could be like, give away a Chiefs jersey or give away an Eagles jersey or give away a Browns jersey. I don't know if we're going to watch many Browns games this year, but you know what I'm saying. I would love to be able to do something like that. We're poor.
Yeah.
We're the poors. We don't have that ability. So as much as we would love to, we can't. And I don't know. Something happened. Something happened in chat. We've got an ELS and Hamster fight. Hamster said something. ELS gave him a bit of a timeout there, and now it's guys. It's okay. It's okay. Everybody relax. It's fine. Breathe in. Breathe out. I missed it, so I don't know what the word was. Don't repeat it, anybody. Don't repeat it. If it's that bad, that's the last thing we need. Although, like I said, when it comes to the chat, I'm like, we'll discuss it. We're gonna have we'll discuss what can or can't happen in there or anything like that. But as long as like the big ones,
yes,
like we have to make sure that the big ones aren't used. Don't use the big ones. You know which ones. All of you out there, you in the chat, you know which ones. Don't use those. Outside of that, you want to say fuck or shit or something. It's a sports talk show. I would not be able to talk about the Giants without saying fuck and or shit. So let's just say, because the Giants are usually shit, and it usually makes me say, what the fuck? So, I mean, Hamster says, I said the word sex. If that's literally what he said, ELS, you got to relax. I love you, and I'm glad that you're modding the channel, but you got to relax. We're okay. We're okay. Even if it's like, somebody was having sex with Penix or something. I don't know. I don't know what was said. I don't know what the context was, but we're okay. Everybody's fine. Nobody's in trouble. Everybody's good. Oh.
Breaking news.
Oh, what do we got?
Patrick Mahomes is making the 53-man roster.
I hate you. I really do fucking hate you. I hate you so much. Maybe that was is that gonna be the big announcement that's on New Heights today? We'll find out.
Dude, that would be so funny.
That would be.
If that's all it is, and she don't say anything.
That would be funny. Here's the thing. I legitimately do like Taylor Swift. I think she's a very smart individual. I think she's a very good business person. Yeah. I know why there are people out there who don't like her and think that she's overexposed. I don't think she's exposed enough, to tell you the truth. I get that. I understand that too. But I also, now it's getting to the point where the people who are like, oh my God, enough Taylor Swift, get her off my screen. Those people, and I said this a little bit last year too, because again, now we're going into year 3 of this.
Yeah.
Those people are becoming more annoying than just having Taylor. I would rather watch Taylor on the screen. I would rather see them cut to her every time Travis Kelce fucking sneezed than having to see these people. Oh my God! Those people are becoming the obnoxious thing I don't care about.
Yeah.
So at this point, I think it's got to be if you don't like watching Taylor Swift, if you don't like her music, if you don't like anything like that, and that's fine. Music is subjective. Liking people and their personality is completely, utterly up to you. You're allowed to like and not like what you want. But actively being a cunt, here's a word for you there, ELS, don't ban me. If you're actively being a cunt about it, and actively every time you see something about her mentioned or something done like that, and you're like, bah! You start turning into an HOA fucking representative. Now I'm not even paying attention to that. And now I just don't like you. And now I'm gonna say fuck you, and I'm gonna come after you. And all you do is make me go more to her side. And maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. Those people have annoyed me so much that I'm like, you know what? I kind of understand Taylor's point here. You know what? I like the cut of her jib. I know what she's talking about. Plus, she's got an amazing rack. So, What do you want me to do? But a man, flesh and bone. But all right. We were supposed to end this about 10 minutes ago. Yeah. I think it's time we should fucking end it now. We're just grasping at straws. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports. If you liked any part of this show, and why the fuck, this one was a mess. This one was all over the fucking place. But if you liked any part of the show, please like, share, subscribe. Helps us out tremendously, ladies and gentlemen. Also, make sure you hit that notification bell so know when we go live, because we do lots of lives, especially with the football season coming up here. So you'll know whenever we go live. If you want to help us out a little bit more tangibly, again, because we're fucking poor Lloyd, we have a link for our donation station and merch store in the top of the chat and in the... it's the end of the show. Don't worry about the fucking chat. But the description below this video has both the links for our donation station and a merch store. New Jersey Jackson Dart merch there in the merch store. Plus, we still have the Bengals Sell the Team shirts. We've got Philly shirts. We've got Buffalo Bills Orchard Park Mafia shirts. We've got a ton of shit in there. More stuff. We still got the coffee in there. We've got mugs. We've got banners. We've got tons of shit. So if you want to go check that out, we have all that there. And that will help us out tremendously. Hamster says 3 weeks from tomorrow is this. That's it, baby. That's it. That's all 3 weeks. I have a wedding to go to this weekend. I have a concert to go to the week after that. Then it's just like the NFL is a week of nothing. And then we hit the fucking season and we hit it rolling. And you know what? We're gonna make it a good year this year, Jimbo. We're gonna pull ourselves up by our bootstraps, and we're gonna get this shit done, and we're gonna have fun this year. We're gonna have fun. Everybody's gonna have fun. All right? There's no choice.
Fighting.
Fun is
Fighting.
fun is mandatory. This is mandatory fun. This is like Soviet Russia. You don't get to not have fun. If you don't have fun, you get to go to the gulag and you can find fun there. But for everybody else, mandatory fun. You better be North Koreans out there clapping and smiling. That's what we're doing. Mandatory fun is to be had. But Jimbo, before we get out of here, any last thoughts?
No, just gonna get off here and go up and eat some tacos.
Hey, white people taco night. I have a taco night too. Tacos, Taylor. No.
Nope, stop. Just end the show. End the show.
You know.
You said the 4-letter word. I knew where you're going with it.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us here on Stay Tuned Sports. My name is King. That has been Jimbo. This has been I can't even talk. This has been Stay Tuned Sports. Have a great Wednesday. Enjoy watching Taylor tonight. I know I will.